Well, good morning. And it's fantasy time. I thought I'd do something a little bit different this week. Notice how wonderful I look with those sparkles around me. We are doing supernatural, science fiction, some types of supernatural fairy tales this week. And there is such a plethora of books to read. I know your textbook gives you a lot of titles, but I'm here today to give you some newer titles, things that are in the movies right now. One thing I want to talk to you about is what modern fantasy is. Modern fantasy has ghosts, vampires, witches, wizards, goblins, trolls, werewolves, anything of that nature. And then you have science fiction, and that happens in the future. There are two types. There are dystopias and utopias. All right, utopias are where everything is wonderful and great. Things that happen, it's fantastic. Utopias are things that happen that are not good in the future. And I'm going to be talking today about some of the books that you probably really will recognize. Well, need I say any more? Harry Potter, Wizards. If you've never read Harry Potter and you want to, this chapter is a good place to start. C.S. Lewis, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. 7 series books by C.S. Lewis. If you've never read it, but you've seen the movie, I suggest you read the book. Most popular, the Twilight series. If you've read it, please choose something else by Stephanie Myers. A different one is the Christopher Killers, and these are forensic mysteries. And I have this on display in my library because it is a series of books. So if you're into forensics, a little bit of supernatural going on, here's your chance to read them. I have several books that I'd like to talk to you about. One of the most popular books I have in this library is Frozen Fire. And it is a 15-year-old boy gets a mysterious call saying he's going from this other guy that's going to kill himself. While the others claimed he has called her randomly, they seem to know her intimately. So, one of the most popular books that I've had in the library for several years, Frozen Fire. James Patterson's The Maxim Ride books. 7 series books, but I suggest if you'd like to read anything by James Patterson, this is your chance to read the Maxim Ride books. One of the newest books out is called Matched, and this is a science fiction book. It happens in the future, and every person that lives on this planet has is matched with somebody else. So when the girl goes to see who she's matched with, another face comes up, and she's wondering, what's going to happen? Who am I supposed to be with? Guy number 1, guy number 2. Again, it happens in the future. Well, all I have to say is The Hunger Games. Here's your chance to read it. The Uglies series by Scott Westerfield, a 4-book series. Again, a supernatural book. One of the benchmarks, The Giver by Lois Lowry. Again, this is a dystopia. You probably read this in 8th grade. If you've never read this book, I suggest you read it for this particular chapter that we're studying, The Giver by Lois Lowry. Again, this book, this old gentleman is the keeper of all the history, and he has to pass it on. So he is the giver, and he gives it to a young boy. What does the young boy do with this knowledge? Another series that I have in the library is Shiver. This has to do with a wolf, a girl, and how she's going to keep him alive. It is very popular. It came out last year, and there are 3 books in the series, Linger and Forever. One unique facet I've seen about these books is this has a blue cover all the type is in blue. This is green, all the type in the book is in green. And this book is in brown, and all the type is in brown. Never seen that in books before. And the last one I want to talk about is Beautiful Creatures. It's out in the movies. Here's your chance to read it. I know it's thick, but here's your chance to read Beautiful Creatures. South Carolina town. Nothing much has happened since the Civil War. Lena is a new girl in town, and she's drawn to a classmate named Ethan, and they share a psychic connection. Beautiful Creatures, and the next book, Beautiful Darkness. And then there's another one after that called Beautiful Chaos. So here's your chance to read the supernatural and not get scared and enjoy your time reading these books. See you later.